I just wanted to tell you that you are beautiful no matter what they say, no matter what people tell me. Tell me, tell you. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. Truly. You know, but I used to feel like, why am I so ugly? You know, I am kind of I am kind of like far from beauty standard in Asia. You know, like smaller face, smaller head, and pointy nose, and double eyelid eyes, and whiter skin, like brighter skin. You know, as you can see, I got tanned. And you know, I don't have double eyelid eyes, mono eyelid, and like bigger eyes and like sharper chin, you know, and tall. But I'm not like that. And when I used to, you know, as K-pop is growing big and bigger and bigger, and you know, so a lot of things are influenced by K-pop, like beauty standards. But I think for me personally, it's really toxic for both K-pop idols and us, like non-K-pop idols or non-idols humans, beings. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's really toxic, right? Because when I was really into K-pop idol, like when I was in high school, like senior year of my high school, I was kind of like crazy. There's this one boy group that I really liked. It's not like I was a huge fan of that, but I was kind of like obsessed. It's kind of contradicting, you know, but whatever. And you know, as you may know, if you know K-pop idols, they have perfect looking. They have to look perfect. So they have perfect skin, they have perfect eyes, nose, lips, teeth, or you know, even legs. I don't know. Yeah, but like perfect looking. And of course, but you know, now that I know they are kind of like that's their job to be looking good. Does that make sense? Like it's their job because they're always on stage. They have to be like perfect as much as they can. But compared to these people, I am not like that. I am just normal, ordinary. Not on stages. I'm just walking around the street and just living my own life here. So I'm not like that. So now that I know they are kind of like, that's their job, so they're paying a lot of money. They have a lot of resources. They have, you know, they can access so many things compared to, like, unlike us or unlike me. So, but I was always comparing myself to these K-pop idols, or you know, and not just K-pop idols. I don't know. This is very controversial, but for me personally, I think beauty standard in Asia is kind of like, especially Korea, Japan, or China, I don't know. But in Japan or Korea, I think it's based off of like white people. Like they are the top. Like we all not all want to be like white people, but you know what I mean? Like that's our beauty standard. And where I am from in Japan was kind of like so American influenced island, so many white people were there, and I was always looking at white people and be like, oh, I wish I could looking like that, you know, taller, brighter skin, like blue eyes, blonde hair, like pointy, sharp nose, with sharp chin and smaller face, and you know, and all that. I used to think like that, you know, and I was always get jealous and comparing myself to these people that I think they have perfect looking. And lookism is kind of like really big topic, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse, right? And it's I don't want to remember that, but I used to like I used to hate the way I look. Like I said, I am not handsome. I am not like good looking, but I wanted to be like perfect looking guy, you know, attractive, hot guy. And I still want to, but it's kind of like, but now I am, how can I say, I am okay the way I look. And I think I am not that bad, you know, the worst one, right? I don't know. Maybe for someone I think I am the worst, but I don't care. I don't think so. For me personally, I don't think so. So that's all that matters. I don't care what people think about me. Whatever. Yeah. So but you know, sometimes I just go back to like that mindset, like I'm ugly, and starting to compare myself to others and counting what I don't have compared to like good looking guys they have, but what I don't have, and be negative. But what I was gonna say, I was gonna say something about it. Oh. Yeah, but I came up with this idea when I was, as always, when I'm taking shower. And I was like, yeah, but we can help comparing ourselves to others, since like social media is going crazy. And you know, so in social, especially Instagram, I don't really use X or TikTok or any other social media, so I would just talk about Instagram. But on Instagram, I think people are always putting their efforts to look good in their pictures or in their videos, because I am not like opposed to that, like, you know, I don't care. And that's the place where people do that, you know, it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do, and it's okay, it's just whatever. It's none of my business. So you know, but as a consumer of these videos or photos, you know, it feels like that's the way they look. And you know, because they put filters on, and they edit photos to look perfect. And then, but I think after products, I think that's the way they look in real life too. So I will beat myself up, or I will be negative. Why am I looking like that? Whereas so many people are looking good on their social media accounts. But you know, that's not true, and it's not the truth. And there is so many good looking people, like naturally, without no filters, no editing, but they look good. But it is what it is. But going back to that, what I came up with when I'm taking shower, I was like, but come to think of it, like beauty standard. The beauty standard always changing, like, you know, it's ever changing, and it's so like I don't really know about history, but I know for sure like 1,000 years ago, or 10,000 or 100, I don't know, 100,000 years ago, maybe your head is, the bigger head is the better, you know, doesn't make sense, or you know, chubbier the better, or I don't know. maybe shorter the better. You know, it's always changing, and it's just maybe I don't consider it as beautiful, or I don't consider it as hot, or I don't consider it as like beautiful or handsome, or you know, like good looking guy. But I don't care, because beauty standard is ever changing. Like I said, it's never going to stick to like one specific exactly beauty standard. It will be changed no matter what. And it's just now, like I am not, or maybe you feel like you're ugly, or you know, like me, like I do. I think a lot of people do, because you know, like I said, social media and a lot of technologies developed. So you know, it's kind of, but whatever. But that's off topic. But you know, like I said, beauty standard is always changing. So I was like, it's just beauty standard does not. This is what I thought. This is what I am thinking about in my head. Don't judge me, but it's just the way to avoid or prevent me from comparing myself to others and getting negative, you know? It's just the way this is what I do. I think it's just the beauty standard cannot keep up with me, or it's just not. Beauty standards always changing in each era, so it's just they don't get it. And beauty standard is not keeping up with me, catching up with me. Hi, sorry, I got cut off and I had to, but I didn't finish the video, so I'm actually recording this in the next day or whatever. So what I was talking about was like beauty standard cannot, like every time I feel like or think that I'm ugly, or you know, and starting to comparing myself to other good-looking guys and be negative. But every time that happens, I think like this. Don't judge me, but this is the way I deal with that problem. So I'm just sharing with you. So yeah, just saying. But it's just beauty standard ever changing, like I said, and it's never gonna be exactly, it will never stick to one same beauty standard. So it will ever changing. So I will be like, I would think like this in my head, or I will tell this in my mind. It's just beauty standard is not catching up with me. Does that make sense? Like beauty standard, it's just not my time to shine. Or you know, I am beautiful and you are beautiful, but it's just they don't get it. And if someone tell you that you are ugly, or that I'm ugly, F it. Don't give a damn about it, and just think that they're lame. They don't get how beautiful you are. They are so lame. That's what I think. You know, I'm trying to be like positive, or you know, trying to avoid being negative out of doing that. Lookism, it's just crazy, you know. For me personally, everyone is beautiful that way, like already the way they look as it is. But you know, like celebrities and like I said, K-pop idols, or you know, like people who stand in the spotlight, or like you know, people in the public eye, you know, actors, actresses, whoever that is. But you know, it kind of like they have money and they have resources and they have, you know, so they can do it, and they look perfect, and they are looking good looking as they are, but you know, they are doing more than that to themselves, so of course they look perfect. But I saw this video. I think that video went viral, so I think some of you guys have watched that video. But this woman was talking about, like, I don't really remember, but kind of like we are not supposed to see our faces like this much, you know. We are always like looking at the mirror, or, you know, camera, videos, photos, you know. But before this modernization or technology, before technology developed, you know, we didn't see our faces this much like we are doing right now. Does that make sense? Like before, like when we were in the nature, you know, it's just like we didn't have mirror. It's just water reflection. That's probably only when we saw our faces in the nature. But now, so she was saying also kind of like, come on, remember. So we're not supposed to see our faces this much. And so, of course, like, I don't really remember, so, but kind of like since you know, you are me, I am, seeing our faces on a daily basis so many times in the mirror, photos, videos, you know, so we notice our flaws, you know, or something you don't like on your face, about your face, you know. We all have like, but people don't even know that, you know. Because I have a lot. Maybe you guys can name it some, but not everything. And honestly, I've never judged people's faces, so I don't really like judge anyone's face, or, you know what I'm saying? So we don't even know that. We don't even notice that. But we, as ourselves, like myself, you know, we already know what we don't like and what we want to fix, or what we consider as flaws about our faces. So what was she even talking about? So she said that you are not ugly. It's just we're not supposed to see our faces this much like we're doing right now. So that's why that is what causing us feel like we're ugly, but it's not. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense, but kind of like that. So we're, at the end of the day, we're not ugly. It's just, there's so many factors that made us feel like we're ugly, but we're not. So I was so motherfucking insecure about the way I look before. Very, like, I couldn't even see my reflection in the mirror because I hated it, because I thought I am really ugly. But now I still have so many things that I want to fix, or my flaws, and I don't look perfect. But now I don't care. I no longer think that I'm ugly, because I and this is kind of weird, but I am telling myself that that I look good every single day. This kind of affirmation kind of thing. I always look in the mirror and tell myself that, like, you're handsome, or you're cute, you're a good looking guy, these kind of affirmations. When I first time did that, it was kind of very, very embarrassing, and I didn't believe that. So why am I doing this? Like, it felt so weird and uncomfortable. But now, the more I do it, the more it becomes like my truth, or my, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it will become my truth. Like, when I first time did that, I couldn't even think like that. But now I am dealing with it really, like, better. It's better right now. Still, sometimes I feel that I'm ugly, but less time compared to before. So yeah, just, this is also kind of like how you see it, as like, you get to decide. So nobody is ugly, but if you think you are ugly, then maybe you are. But if you believe that you're good looking guy, good looking woman, good looking boy, good looking girl, I don't know, then you are beautiful. Yes, you are. No matter what you think, I am telling you that you are beautiful. No matter what they say, no matter what your mind is telling you, no matter how, like, people around you looking good, or people on social media looking good, it doesn't matter. You're beautiful no matter what. Just keep telling yourself that till it becomes your truth. Like, you can believe it naturally. Like, oh yeah, duh. Till, yeah, when someone tell you you're beautiful, then you'll be like, duh, I know. Yeah, till that level, till you get that much level. So that's what I'm trying, actually. But I'm kind of having hard time, since I always compare, and I try not to, but I sometimes consume a lot of videos, and spend time on scrolling social media. So, and that made me feel, that kind of reminds me of how ugly I am. But it's not true. I am beautiful. I look good. And you are beautiful. You look good. You're an awesome looking guy, woman. So, yeah. So lookism is kind of like getting too serious, and can't even handle. But it's just the way you can handle it, and you can change it. Like, at the end of the day, it's just perspective matters. So your perception matters. So you get to decide it. You are beautiful. You can believe that you are ugly, but it's vice versa. You can believe, and you are beautiful, and you are a good looking guy or woman. So, or you're good looking human beings. You're a good looking human being. So, yeah. That's it. Anyways, just, social media is too toxic, so I recommend you to spend less time on it, because it messes up your brain, some kind of brain system. I don't know. I'm not educated on that department, but I read about articles that social media is, it's obvious, right? It's kind of like messing up our brain and our life. So don't spend too much time on social media, and spend more time for yourself, for your well-being. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching today's video. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. No matter what they say. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you have wonderful, beautiful, awesome day, morning, night, lunchtime, whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you in the next one.